Yeah.
We
For
should be
some-
live now.
Are we live?
Should be
Okay.
live now.
We gotta do a little switching around here, so. This site cannot be reached. Freaking internet.
Oh,
Reloaded. Can't get pages loaded up right now. There we go. You're coming up now.
what's up,
Ed's
Edward?
here. Ed Hassick's here.
Hey, Edwards first. All right.
Okay,
Well done.
so the reasoning behind the apparent export ban of rice from India is due to their fears of the next crop being short. So they're not allowing any outside sales. And now a 20-pound bag of rice that used to be around $12 to $16 is now going for about 50 to 70.
No.
Okay.
No. Mm.
So, like I
Wow.
told everybody, keep that in mind when you notice why the fucking bag of rice you're buying's way overpriced.
Mm.
Because India accounts for about 40% of the global export for rice.
Mm.
So and it's going to be a pretty good hit on that.
Okay.
Look at that line. Okay, let's go to.
Oh, rest in peace, who?
Sinead O'Connor.
Oh,
Sinead
wow.
O'Connor. Why do I know that name? I know it's somebody famous. What were they?
Uh,
Sinead
how do
O'Connor.
I explain her? She had one big hit and then became a very heavily political activist.
What was her big hit? Was it a music
Nothing
song?
compares to you.
That was a song?
Yeah.
Nothing compares to you.
Well, it was Sinead O'Connor.
Nothing compares to you.
Hey, Lynn,
Let me go look up the
Tim
song.
Jackson, Gitchy, and Captain Joe. You must be raining there now, are you, Paul? Or
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised
I got the song here.
the way it happened.
I don't even recognize that song. But I know I've heard that name before.
yeah, here's the weather right now, Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm getting a little storm ahead of the big one. But this is all coming at us like holy
Yeah,
mackerel.
I'd be getting the camera out for that one.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
There's
she was
another one
Irish.
behind it. Yeah,
Mm. Yeah.
Right? She was Irish,
Yeah.
O'Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She became
Tim-
a heavily political activist, and she also went on camera once and tore a photo of the Pope up.
By the way, Tim, your stir frying rice now costs more than lobster. Congratulations.
I'll just go out and get a lobster for dinner then.
Hey,
Yep.
Tim and Mark White, how you doing? Lenny's here, of course.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark, hey, Lynn.
Lynn went and spent
Did you-
an hour and a half in
Uh,
in the machine that scanned your whole body.
MRI or
Yeah.
CT scan?
I don't recognize that song, get you? If that's what you're talking about, I didn't recognize it.
About
I've
30
heard the
years old.
name. I guess I'm just not familiar with your
Song's
music.
about 30 years old.
Yeah, it's older than you are, Justin.
Almost.
No, I'm 37. So she would have, she was what, a one-hit wonder pretty much?
She had a couple of
far
hits,
as
but
me-
it didn't
Pretty much.
last.
I
She's
think
no,
she had
she-
2 or 3. She
she's
had
no-
one huge.
yeah, but Dominic, she's no Shania Twain.
No.
No.
She had one huge hit that was her signature tune. Everybody knew her for that. And then she had probably 2 or 3 others.
Yep.
But
And
when
then
you
she
say
just
Sinead
disappeared.
O'Connor, yeah, when you say Sinead O'Connor, everybody knows her for that one song.
Yep.
No, I played it, Mark. I didn't recognize the song. I guess I just never heard it.
Yeah, MRI. They are frightening things. I've had 2 of them this year already. They are frightening.
You know
What's
what?
frightening?
You know what Lynn's secret is? The operator asked her if she's claustrophobic, and she says, how because you can't move or anything. And Lynn, tell him what your answer is.
What's so bad about a PET scan?
It's not a CAT scan. It's an hour and a half MRI.
You have
Oh,
to
where you
sit-
gotta sit in the little tube?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could do that. I'm not claustrophobic though. I can sit in small places like
I'm
that.
not claustrophobic.
Lynn's
but-
not either, but you can't swallow. You
Yeah.
cannot move a muscle or your eyes or anything. You got to just,
Oh, that's when you just
They
kick back. and-
tell you when to move and they tell you when to breathe.
yep. Yeah, they tell you don't breathe, and you got to hold your
So,
breath.
if you're not claustrophobic, it's just more of an annoyance.
Lynn's favorite saying is, "I just close my eyes and go to the beach."
I must remember that next time.
That's pretty much what you're saying, though, Dominic. If you're not claustrophobic, it's just kind of annoying. Like a long
Yeah.
process.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's one thing if you just had to be in the tube for 15 minutes or so, but they put you in there for like an hour 20 minutes.
Well, I've had a CAT scan done before, where you go in the tube. But that only takes like a minute or 2. It don't
Yep.
take that long.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're only in there
MRI
5 minutes tops.
took a good 30 minutes. Because I've done it twice. I've actually done it 3 times. Once was on my stomach, and the other one I was sitting on my back, and I can't sit still for that long.
Now, what's the difference between that and a CAT scan? It's just they're just trying to get as much.
They look at it's a different technology.
It's the depth of the radiation that checks your
Yeah.
body. They get right down to the nanocell, you know?
One's a magnetic
Oh.
resonance, and the other is computer tomography, which is using a different type of
Different
X-ray.
frequencies and different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MRI goes deeper. The PET scan is even further in. The PET scans are usually looking for cancerous cells. Yeah, about 40. Yeah, it was about 40 minutes. I tell you to close your eyes.
But it's
Feels like
noisy
you're-
too. I remember
Yeah,
the
it
machine
feels
is
like you're in a
noisy.
subway.
Yeah.
Feels like you're stuck in the subway.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Mark. Gives them thin little slices of image to look at.
And it's slicing. Yeah,
Tim said, talk to y'all later. I guess he's pissed off about the rice thing.
yeah.
Maybe he's going out to plant a rice crop.
Tim eats a lot of, like, he likes rice, so he eats a lot of it, but
Ah,
you know, everybody's gonna feel that little bit of a pinch. Cause being 40% of the world's export, that's quite a big chunk of the market,
Mm.
so. I doubt if any there's every country's gonna feel that little bit,
Mm.
a little bit of a hit.
Captain Joe says when he goes in there, Lynn, he just falls asleep. Oh, Mark says that Sinead O'Connor is on the news right now at the moment because didn't she just pass away?
Maybe they're showing like an old interview, or maybe it was a hoax.
No, everything.
Yeah,
What
that-
another hoax?
They do have a lot of those that happen though. One person will post a fake article saying Tom Cruise died, and all of a sudden it goes viral. And then the of course, you know, Tom Cruise's publicity camp has to put out a statement saying that it was a hoax. That happens all the time with celebrities.
Yep. So it says Sinead O'Connor, Irish singer, dies age 56.
Yeah.
Mark said she had 10 albums and was part of the abortion rally.
Yeah.
Like, was she anti-abortion or pro-abortion?
Don't know.
There she is.
Hmm. She was way against the Catholic Church.
She was what? Say that again.
She was very much
Anti-Catholic
protester.
Church.
Oh,
Anti.
Okay.
Could not think of that word for the second.
Songs for me represent my conversations my soul and myself have with each other. That songs represent sometimes your soul speaking to you, sometimes you speaking to them. And it's always oneself that an artist is in communication with. They may like to think that they have this great important message for everybody. And
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the shaved head though.
No.
Themselves.
Well,
But
what we
it's
don't know,
It certainly got people's attention.
since she's dead, maybe she's had cancer a long time. Who knows?
No, she deliberately shaved it to get attention.
Oh, okay. Mark said no, she wasn't there in person. They were talking about the fact that she died. Okay. That's all I figured. They're probably showing an old interview.
Mm.
They do that. What's up, Bill?
Bill from Newfoundland.
Oh, Gitchy says the sexual abuse in the Catholic Church was what she fought against.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I just got your message, Laura. I'll check it out.
All right.
Hey, Bill Newfound, how's it going? Is that storm headed for him, Paul? Paul's not there.
No. Mm. Mm. I take it you got home, Bill.
Justin and Laura put a link in the chat.
Okay, let me look at that real quick.
Oh, Bill got stranded today, 30 minutes away from home on a bike. Had to call someone to come and get him.
Yeah.
He was hunkered under an overpass, the lightning and the thunder all around. That'd be no fun.
Why are the other two replies not showing up for me, Laura?
Yeah, I had storm warnings too, Gitchy, and it's just raining here. It's not overly windy. But then again, you know, it's the storm isn't here yet, so. Well, it looks like the worst of it passed. It kind of passed us by. It's fine with me. I'm gonna screen share. Here's where I am, the blue dot right there.
Oh wait, hold on, damn it.
There's
Yeah.
5 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Oh, it's between 7 and 8. Looks like it gets bad again. This curls back up.
Yeah, go look at it now, Laura. Got stranded today, 30 minutes away from home on an e-bike. Ooh. That sucks. What happened, Bill? Did it like run out of juice or? just
Oh, the
something work
rain,
on it?
driving rain and thunder, lightning. You wouldn't want to be on an electric bike out in the middle of that. He was going cross country, I would imagine.
Yeah, but that storm's not near where he lives, is it?
Well, that was earlier today. They must have had a storm.
I was assuming his bike broke down or something.
Let me go look. I'll zoom it back out so we can see where everything is.
Oh, frickin' the chat just now caught up. There we go. All of a sudden I got like 20 people in the chat out of nowhere. Yeah, suckered under an overpass and lightning and thunder all around me. Sorry, I didn't see that because the chat like literally refreshed.
I
all
don't
of a
know.
sudden.
I don't know what there was a little bit of storm in Newfoundland, but
What's that?
oh yeah, I can see. Bill got stuck in under an overpass on his electric bike 30 minutes from home.
Oh, crap, man.
But here I'm a screen share. Let's show you Newfoundland. There's the
so-
storm that I think he's talking about.
Oh, not on an e-bike, on a motorcycle. Okay. Yeah, sorry, Bill. The chat, last thing that was showing was when you said you got stranded and all of a sudden it refreshed itself and like 20 messages are on the chat.
Looks like it's going to get another round down here by Gander.
Look how big the camera is downstream time live. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so raining so hard.
Well, at least you're okay then.
And channel 7 is showing the line of thunderstorms. It's pretty bad. It stretches all the way from the top of the thumb all the way down to Toledo.
Let's see if we got any. We've got some clouds over us. Oh shit, we got a storm moving in over top of us. Good God, that wasn't all there this morning. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're at right now. That's where we're at now.
Oh, it looks like it's building.
Yeah, see, it'll be over
This
top
is
of
this is
us.
speeding back.
That'll be right over top of us around 7:30. Yeah, because all the storms lately have been going this way.
Going
But
east.
this one's starting to come in this way. Interesting.
Oh, Rondeau is out of hydro. Not very far from my sister. I'm just cooking my supper right now. We'd be almost ready.
Yeah, Bill, you were lucky you could get a hold of the neighbor and he'd come and get you.
Either that or he'd have been just stuck there waiting it out.
Right.
Sometimes people get stuck on the bikes and they just have to sit there and wait it out. No, Billy was probably under some metal drawbridge that didn't have no. Oh, it would act like a Faraday cage. He'd have been alright.
Mm.
Well, see, like the bridges in California where I lived, you go under them, but they'd have these cement slabs like this coming down from the top of them,
Yeah.
and you could climb up them and get right up underneath the bridge,
Underneath, yeah.
but they were all cement, so you could be safe up in there. You know, if there was a tornado or something, you could go up in there and like get up in this little compartment area up at the top of the bridge, like. I used to see bikers all the time back in the day when I was younger. If there happened to be a thunderstorm or something, they'd pull under there and they would just leave their bike at the bottom of the slab and they'd
Mm.
walk up and they'd sit up in that little compartment area. And they'd keep them out of the storm, away from the lightning and everything.
Not looking good out there now, Paul.
Oh,
Oh, geez, look at the camera. Yeah.
interesting.
Getchy was under a tornado warning earlier, but she said she made it through okay, but they're supposed to have another round of warnings this evening, so in her area. So let's all hope she makes it through that okay.
Federal Reserve just raised interest rates by 100 points again this summer. This rate hike is the 11th since last spring. It puts the interest rate at its highest level in 22 years. The goal of these hikes is to calm inflation, but the interest rates also carries the risk.
That's interesting, Gitchy.
Wow. Ooh. I don't know if you guys can see that, but see all the lightning strikes around me?
Oh, nice.
Holy mackerel, look at that, just everywhere. Like,
Oh, here we go.
yeah, we're.
Get the camera out. Okay. So I take the powers back, Laura.
All right, get you. Got new neighbors in the movie.
Sure about that?
Ah,
You can find. I find that folding clothes or doing other things are pretty good. Listening to something in the background.
so I checked again. I got their unemployment office actually called me today.
Yeah.
So they said it's under adjudications again. So
No.
apparently the company's
Company's
fighting it.
fighting it, yeah.
But they told me keep applying for each week. That way, if it does get approved, they'll give me all that back pay.
Yep, Ireland's out. I saw that, Mark.
Well, what you may have to do is get an attorney.
Well, but see, I'm making up for it, Lynn. There's my supper. I'm gonna go black.
Okay. You do that.
You know, there's attorneys that'll take your case and you don't have to pay them. They get paid by the government.
I'll look into it and see. I don't. You mean like on a?
Yeah, they take it per diem.
I'll actually check into that later and see if there is anything like that down here. But we'll see if I get it next week or not. How long this is gonna take.
But
So are you like almost think you're gonna have it? Mm,
You know, and the attorney's going to want to know your side of the story. So
No, they let me go, Lynn.
yeah, terminated.
terminated without notice or without cause, I think.
I see, I don't know how they can label it down here, because technically Florida is a right to work state. It doesn't really have a whole lot of protections for employees. Fortunately, it's one of those states as far as that goes. So,
Trying to think of the word. It's not pro bono. Because pro bono is a different term. The opposite of that.
well, they're only gonna take something that they know they're gonna win anyway.
Yeah.
It's like
No.
Sarah's case with Walmart, same thing.
Yeah. I know what you mean. But there's a term for it.
Yeah, because pro bono would be free, so it'd be,
Well, it's
No,
free to
pro
you, but they're
bono
able to
is
charge
basically you do
other,
something
yeah.
for them when they do something for you.
I don't know, Mark. I don't have anything to do with the judicial side of it. That's between the court and the company.
Hmm.
So it's not like I go to court over it or anything.
But just remember, Justin, the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they would just be happy you just go away.
Yeah.
But you need to show them you're not just going away. It's
I'm
going to
gonna
cost
appeal-
them more in the end.
I'm gonna appeal it again if they deny it, because I haven't even appealed it once yet, so I still have the right to appeal it. It's just stupid that it has to take this freaking long for something like that.
Hey, Mr. St. Pierre, we just want to talk.
This is something that should have, I think there needs to be a law that says this is something that has to be done and taken care of within a week's time, not
Yeah.
friggin' 4 to 8 weeks later after you get fired.
Well,
Then they wanna
if
pay
you get the right judge, I think they can find them in your favor and then make them pay you interest on top of what they owe you.
Yeah.
That usually
Mark
gets,
is correct.
that gets
Pro
attention.
bono. It means out of the goodness of their heart.
Yeah, that's usually like there's law firms over here that do that for like, if they feel like you were wrongly convicted, they'll take your case
Yeah.
pro bono to get you out. They'll go over your case, and if they feel like there was something they missed or something was missed during your case that they feel like you got charged or something you should have been charged with, yeah, and then there's law firms that take, they just, people that don't have money, they'll take their case.
But they'll take the case on the basis of they get something if you win the case. It's generally where they do pro bono work.
No, they didn't give me
I'm only
severance
saying
pay,
here.
Mark. Shit, I wish they gave me severance pay. Hell no.
Hey, David,
What's up, David?
what's up?
Hey, actually, you don't really get severance pay at a lot of jobs in the US. Usually that's like corporate type jobs that get severance pay.
Yeah, the golden handshake, as they like to call it here.
Now, a company might give you severance pay if they lay you off.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, say they got to lay off 100 employees.
Retrenchment pay.
Yeah, like here, if Walmart decided tomorrow, okay, or Amazon decided, all right, we're going to lay off 500 workers in each warehouse because we need to cut money.
Yeah.
Then they would offer them a severance pay of like 2 weeks or a month's worth of pay just to walk out and leave.
Yeah, that's what I said, Mark.
Oh yeah, some lawyers over here will take cases just for the
Advertising, yeah.
prestige of it. Yeah, because it'll turn into some like, they might take some famous murder case. They don't give a shit if they make any money. They're just using it to get
Yeah,
their name
just
out
to
there.
get their face on TV.
Right. It's good
Yeah.
publicity for them. Like, what's his name?
If
The
it's not
one that did the
necessarily,
OJ trial.
yeah,
Kim Kardashian's dad, dude, he got
no
super
win, no
famous.
fee, yeah.
After the OJ trial, he got super famous. That's the only reason the Kardashians are famous today. Is
Yeah,
because they were able to ride that little bit of fame that their dad got from the OJ case.
John W. Hello.
Well, and obviously because their mom married what's his name too.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's
yeah, we won't go down that road.
but yeah, he got really, really famous as a lawyer after that.
Yeah,
Especially if you win a case like that, then it makes
yeah.
me look even better. Because they won that
Put that
OJ
on your
case.
portfolio.
And that was a case I remember. Oh my God, dude, I remember everybody was glued to the TV.
Yeah.
I can just remember my uncles and my dad, everybody was just watching that case every day, all day when it was going on.
Mm,
That was such a big thing.
yep. And it was way before social media. So you had
Oh
to wait
yeah.
for the news to,
That was when the news would do like a 2-3 hour special every day.
yeah.
Live from the courtroom. Because
Whereas now,
they would let one camera crew in there and then they
yeah,
would feed the feed to all the other news agencies
yeah,
outside.
yeah.
John W. Last month I got severance pay.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Exactly.
Uh, yeah, it's similar. It's very similar here, Mark. No win, no fee. But if you win, you have to pay them
I wonder if that
I don't know if it's 40% here, but
I
they
wonder if
get
that
paid a fee.
I wonder if that works if a girl gives you a condom that's too small and you end up getting her pregnant. If it doesn't
Yeah,
fit, you must acquit.
yeah, valid point there. Valid point, Justin.
What's up, John W? Oh, that was like, you know what I find funny is when you get these CEOs at these big ass companies, right?
Yeah,
And they'll completely screw the company by doing something stupid. And then the
yeah,
company's like, oh, we're going to give you $100 million severance package. Are you fucking
yeah,
kidding me? Dude, if that was my company, I'd say, get the hell out of my office. You're not getting another dime from me. Like they could lose the company a half a
yeah.
billion dollars on some stupid deal.
Yeah,
And
you
they'll
get
give,
sacked. They terminate.
Hello? Hey, Kevin, how you doing? That's your new phone number?
No, this is Dollar General. I didn't get paid for like $40.
mute yourself.
I was wondering if you could go upstairs or call her and have my wife take me up at 9:15 because it's so the storm and I got an electric bike to pay.
Okay, all right.
All right, thank you. Paul.
Yeah,
Love you.
yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah, that's nuts though. Like if you lost my company a half a billion, I'm sure as hell ain't gonna give you $100 million just to walk out the door.
And the gold watch.
Yeah, I'd be like, leave broke, bitch. Like, no. Like that's crazy how they do that though.
Mm.
Yeah, we were mainly talking about if you got fired. Yeah, that's
Retirement's a different thing entirely.
well, some companies will pay you out on your vacation time, even if you aren't retiring. Like say you put in your 1 month or 2 week notice to go to another job like Ron's doing.
Yeah.
They're gonna pay Ron out all that vacation time he's got. He doesn't just lose it.
No, that's all right, John.
Oh, you good, John? Oh, good.
That is, I don't know, despicable.
Oh, shoot, Mark, over here, that'd be $1 million lawsuit right there.
Yeah.
Bro, you get thrown in jail and found that you were never supposed to be in there. Oh,
Yeah.
you can sue the living hell out of the state once you get out.
Mm.
There's guys over here that have gotten millions from that.
Mm.
And like, it wasn't like the court did something and some new lawyer found a loophole and got him out. And there was really no evidence saying that they didn't do it. But there's
I
been
know.
guys over here where they've proven they had nothing to do with it because of DNA evidence and everything else, because it was
Yeah.
some case that happened back in the 80s or 70s, you know,
Yeah.
before they really had a understanding of DNA. What's up, Nunya? They've been solving a lot of old cases recently.
Well, as technology gets better, we might be able to solve some of these.
Hold on, Joe.
Okay.
Look at this young hipster right here with his press badge.
Hey, we need you.
Yeah, right in the middle of that storm, just starting.
Oh, great. I wouldn't mind one of those. I've been deprived of them.
He's got a press badge and everything.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, you know you don't need to get dressed till the morning time, right? He's all excited, already dressed up in his uniform before he leaves, before he goes to bed.
Mm. Well, you've got to look like you got to look professional.
Oh,
I think he just printed a fake badge. He's in school stealing office supplies.
yeah. Oh, take a look. This is right now. Okay, right here.
Oh, nice.
But watch the radar. Watch this. It comes up here, and watch right behind it. Look at this. Another one.
And
Going.
another one. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be bang, bang, bang. Yep.
Oh, mackerel. We're gonna really get whacked.
That's what she said.
Yeah. There's a surprise one there. No, I totally agree with you, Joe. You've always got to look the part.
Well, I mean, that's like when you go into some girl's house, you want to make sure you got the right plumber uniform on. Because then she's
Yeah.
going to be wondering, why are you in my bathroom? Why are you sitting here staring at me?
Yeah.
Gotta look the part, man.
Yeah. Oh, you got to be the pool cleaner. I've come to clean the pool.
Dude, I was watching a video of this pool cleaner. I want to say it was here in Florida. This idiot goes to his client's house. He wasn't doing anything wrong, but decided he was going to go there at 9 o'clock at night and start cleaning the pool. I guess maybe he was running behind on his daily schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't get
Good
to their
luck,
house
Joe.
till 9 o'clock. The dude thought he was some robber in the backyard and shot him. Shot at him.
Ah,
I was like, what an idiot.
yeah.
Like, I understand, you might have got behind or anything, but knock on the door and let the person know, hey,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
9 o'clock in the evening. Do you care if I go back there and just do the pool real quick? I'm trying to get my day done,
Especially if it's winter.
Well, I mean, just at nighttime in general, you don't want to be sneaking around
Yeah.
somebody's house, especially in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be very careful.
That's exactly what happened. There you go. None of you pay no attention to the pool guy behind the curtain.
Exactly.
Oh, Joe put his website in there. All right, Joe. Well, good luck tomorrow.
Good luck.
Severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, nice. We just got the warning. It's funny, a lot of that is missing you, Paul. You're just getting better rain.
Yeah,
I see stuff right now.
I'm lucking out.
Yeah, you're getting all the good stuff, Hodges.
Hey, just down below you a bit. I
Yeah,
bet you'll be doing that thing in Detroit tonight.
yeah. Well, yeah, you got that concert, the Beyonce concert, and then you also have a Tigers ball game.
Oh, okay.
Wonder if Joe does OnlyFans pictures.
Now that's a photography I'd love to get into.
That's when you get stuck with all male clients.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, well, cricket is a sport that is not cancelled, delayed because of rain. But our football stiff. Only if there's severe lightning will they won't call the game off, but they'll just halt proceedings, go back inside, and then come out when the lightning's gone. It's happened like twice in the last 20 years.
Yeah, you ever seen the NFL games when they'll be out there playing in the damn snow?
Yeah, I've seen
It'd be,
that.
yeah, it'd be like fucking 20 degrees outside. I'm like, oh hell no.
It's only ever snowed once in one of our games.
Like the problem is that not every NFL team has a Superdome, so they
Yeah.
can't close it off. A lot of the older teams, some of the not as good teams, I guess, they still have really old stadiums.
But they're as we call them, the povos, the poverties, the pov teams. Yep, soccer waits for nobody. But no, as I said, it's only ever rained once. It's only ever snowed
Yeah.
once at a game. And from what I can remember, there's only been twice where there's been lightning stop play.
Surprised Elon Musk has not a
there's
professional
big
team. I'd like to see what he'd do with the football team.
Yeah.
They'd probably get all new Teslas and everything.
Yeah, we know what happened in the cricket, Mark. We know what happened.
I'll tell you, one billionaire that spends a lot of money on his team is Jerry Jones. Dallas Cowboys owner. That dude loves his team, dude. Tell you what, he spends a lot of money on the Cowboys. It don't matter
They're
if they're
spending
winning.
a lot of money and they're not winning.
It don't matter. That dude has the money.
I know.
He don't give a shit. That's his team for life.
Oh, understandably. But if you're going to be spending money, you want a team that wins.
'Cause he's I believe he's an oil tycoon.
Yeah.
Cause he spent over $1 billion on that new stadium that they built for them a few years back.
Yeah.
That's the one that had the world's biggest jumbotron.
Yeah.
And they actually had to raise it up like I think about 15 or 20 feet because the kickers kept hitting the ball kept hitting it. Every time the kickers would kick the ball, it would hit the bottom of it.
Now,
Is it?
how's the position way clear of the any of our kickers?
Well, this thing is just massive though, like it's huge. It was at the time, I don't know if it still holds the record, but when they built it, it was the world's biggest jumbotron. Like
Well,
biggest TV.
Ours are pretty big.
I don't know if it still holds that record or not, but because that's
I
been,
think
what, about
ours
10
would be
years
the
ago.
biggest ours would be the biggest in the southern hemisphere. Well, really, there's not too many stadiums bigger in the southern hemisphere, and I think we're the second or third largest. I think North Korea has a stadium that holds 150,000.
North Korea.
Yeah, the Vuvuzelas. Yeah, bring back the Vuvuzelas, I reckon. Vuvuzelas, whatever they call them. Yeah,
Question
bring
is,
those back.
question is, would you trust North Korean engineering and want to sit in that stadium? That many
No.
people?
I think
Last year-
India's not far behind either. So no, India's got a pretty big stadium.
I'm surprised nobody in those big countries like, China and India, I'm surprised they haven't built one that can hold 1 million people plus.
Well, there was a AFL game played in China.
Although
And it
I
was-
wouldn't, I don't know if that would be too safe to have that many people in one stadium, but
At the moment, yeah. This was before COVID.
How you doing,
Yeah.
Nanya?
About 3 years in a row they played there, and when COVID hit, we cancelled the contract.
let's see about, now I'm curious if Dallas still holds that record or not, because that was about 10 years or so ago. I think when they built that stadium.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
That was back
Melbourne
in the-
Cricket Ground's up there with the size of the, because they've got two of them, one at each end. And that's pretty huge.
Uh, okay, so okay, so there's one in Jacksonville that now has overshadowed theirs. But they did have the biggest one at one point. Dallas Cowboys Stadium. How big is the Dallas screen? Let's see. It was built in 2014, so yeah, it's been a while back. So it was 72 feet tall and 160 feet wide. So whatever that is in kilometers. 72 by 160.
Can't seem to find the
Michigan's leading cosmetic surgeries. Reconstructive surgeries have performed 15,000 procedures.
Nanya says that they call it egg ball overseas.
Egg ball.
You would do it in kilometers, right?
Kilometers, meters, I think. I
Meters?
wouldn't have thought a TV screen is 1 kilometer long.
In meters, yeah.
That's a big TV.
Okay, so.
Yeah, we've got the ours wraps around a little as well. Because we've got 2 major stadiums. But we've also got TVs. We've got small TVs. I think we've got 75-inch TVs on every bay. You got one, we've got 2 really large TVs there and at least 50 other TVs.
So it'd be 21 meters tall, 21.33,
Hmm.
and then by 160. 48 meters in height or in width.
Oh, okay.
But that's pretty good size.
Mm,
But I guess it got overshadowed by one in Jacksonville now, so it's a little bit bigger.
mm.
But there's been other teams building new stadiums too, like that one that the Raiders built in Vegas. Oh man, that thing is nice. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
The they called now the Las Vegas Raiders or whatever the fuck they're called now.
Yeah. Yeah. They changed their name and moved them again. Because our MCG holds just over 100,000. Used to hold 120,000, but they had to remove all the standing room because of occupational health and safety. They couldn't fit that many people in there.
Now tell me that ain't a nice looking stadium right there. That is really cool looking.
That's nice. Yeah. Does the roof open and close, or is it just?
I'm gonna
Completely
say it
closed.
probably does. Because a lot of the newer stadiums, that's like a standard thing now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that part should open up the white part there.
yeah. Because we've got one in Melbourne that
Oh yeah, because there's an
opens and
open.
closes. Yeah. Then we've got the MCG, which is, one of the greatest stadiums in it, the greatest stadium in Australia. We've got Perth Stadium in Western Australia, which is another really great one. And then we've got Adelaide Oval.
Wimbledon Stadium is the biggest in the UK. It holds at 90,000. And like I said, I'm surprised nobody's built stadiums yet that are like 1 million plus.
Oh, we tried one down here at 175,000, but when they tried to build it, they found there was going to be huge problems, and it was pushed back to 95. Yes, Tim, I'd agree with that. Yeah, I'd just jump on my kangaroo to get to the footy.
So the biggest one in the world is one in India, and it holds 132,000. Then North Korea, the one you were talking about, 114.
Yeah.
And then the United States has the next, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spots. And that ranges from 107 for the most, 107,000 down to 100,000. Then it goes, Australia's got the
Melbourne Cricket Ground. Melbourne Cricket Ground, Marvel Stadium, Perth Stadium, Adelaide Oval. I think you'll find. And then,
Because you guys are on the 11th spot on this
Yeah.
section of the list.
but the second most for any cricket stadium
And then this
behind the Indian one.
this is 90 to 100,000 stadiums.
Yeah,
There's Wimbledon, 90,000.
Wembley. Yep.
And then this is 80 to 90.
Croke Park, another great stadium. Stadium Australia. They've never filled that. They've never filled that. That 83,000. They never get that there. They're lucky to get more than 50. They're
But to be
going down.
fair,
you'll
your
see
guys-
Marvel Stadium. Was that?
But to be fair, you guys have kind of a small population. I don't know if you'd want to build
Well,
too
we
big a
fill the
stadium.
MCG we fill the MCG 4 or 5 times a year.
Like, I could see China or India building a 1 million plus stadium. I don't even see the US building a stadium that big. Because I don't think you'd ever get that many people in one event. It's
As I
very
said, we
rare
fill
you-
the MCG probably easily 4 times a year.
Cause
The
it's,
Stadium Australia, which
it's
is I
rare.
call Allianz Stadium now.
Yeah, it's rare to get 1 million plus people at one event. That's not something that
Well, we've
happens
had-
too often.
We've had one of our clubs has had 1 million for the whole year.
Oh, that's like way over capacity, Lynn, by a few thousand people. Jesus. Said UM was rated for 107,000, but had held up to 115.
Yeah, we had 120,000 at one of our games, but that was 50 years ago before all the occupational health and safety came in. Yeah, because of, it was a fire risk. We had, when you take out the seats and you actually put the stuff in the middle, we've had 140,000. Yes, Tim. We still live in tents. And we've got a couple of stadiums.
No, I'm saying, but you guys don't have a population size to support. Even the US to have, I was talking about a 1 million plus stadium.
Yeah,
Or even a 500,000, like that's because not that many, even in a population size of the US, it is not
but
super
when you actually
common
look
for that
at it,
many
it's
people. to get
what
together.
you can fit practically, not what you can fit in terms of how many people you could cram in there. Because we've had places that state that, oh, you can only fit 80,000, and we've had 95,000 fit in there.
Well, I'm only saying population
not-
size does matter on that kind of stuff too, though.
Yeah.
Like like I said, there's no way in hell Australia would ever fill a 1 million plus stadium unless it was some rare event. It wouldn't be worth your money for you guys to build something that large. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you might, but I don't know. Do you really think you would pull 1 million plus people for a football game?
No,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be worth you guys building a stadium that big. Even in the US, you'd be hard pressed to get that many people to one stadium. You know what I'm saying?
we've had musical concerts, religious figures, the Pope. The Pope could only get 140,000 people.
Yeah.
No, but what we do is we usually have the main stadium, and then all the other stadiums around will have it on a big screen. So you've got the MCG, which is filled.
Well,
and then
the
we have
big,
a couple of,
the big thing down there that's killed it is they got big screen TVs in every pub, and people like to rather be in a pub, I think.
yeah, because we've got the MCG, then we've got 3 stadiums on the side of it. We've got Marvel Stadium, we've got Federation Square, and we've got every pub in Melbourne, which are, filled up to Pussy's Bow with people in it, and there'd be 300,000 or 400,000 people
Well, it's
just
either,
crammed next to a TV.
you can go to a bar and watch it or pay $200-300 a year for the sports channels.
Yeah.
Or you have to pay a ticket to go into but going to a bar is about as close as you're gonna get to watching a game for the littlest amount of money.
Yeah,
Because over here, like YouTube took over the NFL. Now, if you want to watch, they're taking over the NFL games now to where they'll be all broadcasted through YouTube now, instead of like Fox or one of those guys. YouTube's
that's
been
cheap.
advertising they're taking over the football thing. So
Yeah.
that's gonna
No,
cost you,
that's cheap, Tim. $8.50. We pay $11 here.
but you're gonna pay $200-300 a year for a full NFL package on any
Yeah.
network. Like that
We've
shit's
got-
expensive.
We've got Foxtel, KO that do all the AFL, and then you can go to the games or you can watch it at any of the pubs around it. And generally, 400 or 500 people crammed into a pub. There's like 300 or 400 of them.
John W said in the they had the Pope come in one time, 100,000 people. WrestleMania got 105.
Yeah, we had 140,000 for the Pope.
Now, see, like
That was-
the King's coronation ceremony, that would be like they would have to be a huge event like that to pull a million
Yeah.
plus.
Mm.
It's, or like the presidential inauguration, something like that, might get 1 million plus people. But
Yeah, as I said, grand final day, you've got the MCG, the 3 stadiums next to it, which is Rod Laver Arena, Gosh's Paddock, Marvel Stadium, Federation Square, and then 50 pubs in the city.
but
And
like
they're all packed to the rafters.
over here, bars do those like Monday Night Football specials and all that,
Yeah.
where they'd have like deals on drinks and everything.
Well, and besides
Yeah,
that,
people
after you go spend the big money to stand in the stands to watch any event, and you find out that you can't see it as good as what you could on your TV.
There's
That's true.
nothing, but there's nothing like being at the MCG on grand final day and hearing the roar of 100,000 people.
Well, if you
I'll
got
watch
good speakers on your big screen TV, you'll get the roar.
Well, it's just like watching
You're-
NASCAR, right? It's a whole different experience watching it in
Yeah.
person.
Yeah,
'Cause
I've been to the Formula One Grand Prix, and watching it on TV is nothing like being there.
Yeah, because the like that shit reverbs through your body when those cars
Yeah.
scream by. Especially at the
Exactly.
NASCAR races, you get down, like you walk down by the fence area where the safety fence is,
Yeah.
You can walk down by it, and when the cars go by and that wind and everything from them, it's a
Yeah.
whole different experience. NASCAR, man, them cars are fucking loud, especially the IROC series. Oh my God, those cars are so damn loud when like 50 of them come by you, it's screaming at one time.
I got a phone call.
Can't have binoculars at some stadiums, that's stupid.
The Oakland County Health Department warned those who visited the parks to be on the lookout for flu-like symptoms. Today, Governor Gretchen Whitmer signed the bills to law to help the state with the week of retained quarantine troops. We're told the legislation supports educators by rolling back restrictions of what can be included in contracts. Michigan are now also
Yeah, I've been to 5 or 6 different NASCAR races when I was younger, and it was a whole different experience watching it in person. It was a lot more fun.
And now it's one of the most help forgotten parts, raise money to feed thousands of families in need across Metro Detroit. And to help give a boost, Cynthia and Edsel Moore are mentioning others donations that come in until 6:30. The 7 actions to make with Brian and the Forgotten Harvest Warehouse Oak Park and Brian.
The only sport I don't like watching in person or on TV is baseball, man. Baseball is so boring.
Who is a curious some point
Uh,
in their
Don't like watching baseball.
Forgotten Harvest for R7 is that Feeding Families initiative. And again, as you mentioned, Cynthia and Edsel Moore, they are matching any of the donations that come in until 6:30. 7 action here for Bernie is giving us an inside look at Forgotten Harvest Farm. Like this. I'm at Detroit Games. We're talking to farmers and volunteers.
Paul, you're watching the weather. How is it over there?
Yeah, real nasty here right now. We got tornado over by Long Point. They're telling people in Elmer, which I go to all the time, I was supposed to put signs up today, but I said no, not until after the storm's gone by. But we got another one that's going to hit us about 8:15 tonight. So another bad one. So
Growing fresh produce that helps to support families in Wayne, Oakland, and home counties who face.
yeah, I'm kind of watching it real close here.
We have some parsley and cilantro there for the.
Pillsbury's kind of getting it right now, but they got a tornado just off the tip of Long Point right now.
It says after the produce is harvested. This will.
I just got a warning here on my phone.
Did
with
you?
the tornado. Yeah.
That's all I need would be to lose electric again.
Yeah. I think you're going to be okay, I think. But
Yeah, but at least you're prepared this time. You actually have your gas and everything.
Yeah.
you're going to get a little bit of a storm. Well, you're probably getting a bit of a storm right now.
Well, I'm getting a little bit of a storm now, but the big storm I think is still out the west coming my way.
Well,
Oh, why don't you go ahead?
see, Paul, this is, okay, this is right now, okay? But if I advance it till about 8 o'clock, you see it building up in behind again? Look at
Yeah.
that. Look at it. About 8:15, I'm gonna get hit again. You know?
Maybe what you should do, Paul, is go out there and get your generator set up just in case.
Well, it's pretty much ready to go.
Well, you didn't, is it in the garage or is it still outside?
No, I've got it. I've got it by the back door.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. Get it all set up and plugged
Mine's
in just in case.
So,
Oh, Nunya, that's a no-brainer right there. If you got the money, go ahead and get one. Just trust me, you guys will be appreciating that when you do need it. Because they'll run your house fully. You'll be able to have the air conditioner on, everything. While everybody else is out of power, especially in the summertime. And in the winter, like when you have the extreme heat and cold.
where the storm's been, there's a lot of hydro right now.
That's all I'm saying, Nunya. There shouldn't even be a discussion. If he's got the money to invest in it, you should just jump on it and get it done.
I'm fine. I got an automatic generator, so as soon as I lose the hydro, well, 30 seconds later, it fires up and
Kicks in, huh?
in the basement, and away it goes.
That's the way Lynn's is too.
Yeah, mine's natural gas too, so.
Yep, that's Lynn's.
Well, like I said, at least you got it out there and it's set up and you got gas this time, so that'll be a
Yeah.
quick turn on if you.
But they're not cheap. They're both $7,000 here, Canada.
Yeah, if you want the other.
But Nunez was saying his dad wants one, so. It cost me. The freaking gas guy charged me $500 just to hook it up to a gas line. Just want a freaking 10-foot flexible gas line. Hooked it up. Charged me $500. Well, really?
Well, you paid it.
Funny thing is, got a Generac, never used it. Or Diane, she used hers quite a few times. So
Yeah, they're super popular down here in Florida.
Mm.
You go to those houses in that big mansion area that I was in, that really high end neighborhood.
Mhm.
And some of the houses will have 3 or 4 Generacs on it because they're such big houses. They're fucking
They
massive.
got them by zone, right?
Yeah. I was watching one of the guys working on one day when I was there, and they took the shell off of it and everything because it was like a huge one. It was probably like 5 or 6 feet tall and 3 or 4 feet wide, and the guy took the shell off of it and hoisted it. It looked like it was like a V8 engine out of the damn thing. Had it all disconnected and was hoisting this big ass engine out of it. And it looked like it was like a V8 engine. I was like, Jesus. They were tearing it apart and rebuilding it right there on the spot.
and then yeah, I also hooked up a natural gas barbecue, but they had to run the line farther in a hard pipe. But it was funny because guy next door and him and his dad are certified. Anyway, they come on there for $300. Should have got him to do the generator, yeah.
That's true, Len, because they can work on your side of the meter. They don't have to, as long as it's not on the gas side of the meter, they can do it all themselves.
Mm.
Yeah, we're in a severe warning for a tornado right now. Risk here.
Gitchy was earlier too today.
I guess I'm not going for coffee tonight.
No, that wouldn't be good, Paul.
No, I ain't going out in this shit.
There's several factors that he wants to look at in the
It's not that bad here in St. Thomas.
that will likely without war is appropriate. The court finds defense attorneys arguing from.
They seem like we're excited. It hasn't been too bad because she hasn't been trying to call on my lap too much. Nobody get a bad storm. She just won't leave me alone.
Survivors to show surveillance footage of the November 2021 tragic shooting.
Oh, we got wires down here in town. It's heard on the fire trucks.
Starting Thursday, the All for Oxford Resiliency Center program at Common Ground will also offer extra support and therapy dogs for several days from 9 to 5 p.m. to help process emotions. Food will also be provided at the center at 1570 South Lapeer Road in Oxford. We'll be sure to bring you all the
It's raining where Tim's at.
once this hearing is complete.
Oh, nice and sunny here. But cold.
Yeah. Well, I still got hydro, so they said some places trees down on top of hydro lines, so
Really?
but I can hear the police scanner going up.
Yeah,
But yeah, I get county here too, not just city. I get county too. I know, just on the other side of Melbourne, they got a lot of hydro down there.
That work will be ready next summer.
This is the remaining rate that's moving out from round one. We're watching round two develop very, very quickly. As a matter of fact, already coming to Livingston County now in southwest Oakland County, having showered. But some this will not be a significant.
Good idea.
Yeah, and then yeah, they got a police and fire scanner here, so.
Yeah, that's good, Tim. Like I said, Tim, I'd be more worried concerned about just cooling off your one room.
Yeah.
Screw the rest of the house. You spend 80–90% of your time in that room anyway. And with the portable one, you can always move it to your bedroom at nighttime when you go to sleep.
You just got a vent outside there, so.
So I'm
Good.
saying you put a little vent in one window in your room, put one in your computer room and just move it back and forth between the two. Yeah, that's true, Tim.
They're just saying on the news, Paul, that there's wildfires all over the world right now.
Yeah, yeah. What is it? Not Italy, but there's some place over there that's got big fires going too. Yeah.
And Tim, if you can get a little cheapy, if you can get a little extended warranty on that thing for damage, and it's not too expensive, I'd definitely get that because that'll cover you for a couple of years, just in case it breaks. You can take it back and get your money back or replace it. Yeah, because that's what Laura and David got too, Tim, was a little portable AC. that You can just
Hmm.
wheel around the house. Yeah, because then you won't be out a bunch of money if in a year and a half it decides it doesn't want to work no more.
Or it's not doing what you want it to do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I tell people you buy stuff off Amazon and Walmart, pay the extra, if it's a $400 item, pay that extra $20 for that warranty. Because if it breaks, they're going to give you your $400 back. Or you're gonna be a year down the road, you're gonna be spending another 400 buying in the same item again. So would you rather lose $20 or $400? You know,
Mm,
because that's all you're gonna lose is what you paid for the warranty.
right?
Yeah.
That's every warranty I've ever went through Amazon or Walmart, that's all they ever did. They didn't even want the item back. They just gave you your money back. Cause that's what you paid for. But they make a lot of money off of that because there's a lot of people that don't ever cash those warranties in, you
No,
know?
Hmm.
So that's, they make a lot more money off of them than they lose. That's why they're able to do it that way. And plus, everybody knows everything's made to be thrown away these days. Nothing's really made to be fixed anymore. So,
or they give
They're
it
not-
away to somebody, or
well, I'm saying if
Yeah.
your $400 TV breaks, it's gonna cost $800 to have a technician fix it. So they're not gonna,
exactly. Yeah.
they're not gonna wanna fix it. The Walmart and them know that it's not a viable fix. They already know that when they're selling you the warranty. They're just
Mm.
hoping you make it through that 2 years and never use it. Or 3 years, whatever, however many years you buy for it.
Get ready.
Yeah.
Jared texted me, he's like,
And then there's some people that buy warranties and forget about them, and you know what? And that's $20, $30 that
you know.
Amazon and Walmart walked away with.
Has attacked this offseason.
And that
Mm.
shit adds up to hundreds of millions a year.
And experience that he has under his belt, 2 years in the NFL.
They might sell $1 billion in warranties, but they're only gonna pay out about 200 million back out of it. That makes $600 million profit, $700 million profit.
You can say a good date to go back for flights for their next match.
But as a consumer, it's a good idea to do.
Rivalry game on October 21st will be a 7:30 kickoff. Brett McMurphy of Action Network HQ. If
Yeah.
it ends up with primetime kickoff officially, it will be.
how many people we got? We got 17 people in here.
Still, that's good.
Vinny's still here. Sicily all over the island. Sending prayers to all that need them. Nunya.
That's the season. Much more confidence. We have competition at every single position.
Tim, Lynn went and had an MRI done today and just about, didn't kill her, but you know, it wasn't a fun. Get in that tube and can't move or swallow or,
Well, it's kind
Yeah.
of a hard plastic. You know, it's not
Yeah.
really padded or anything.
I always told the technician they should have some reading material right up above there so you give something to do when you're there.
well, that's because, the reason they can is because it goes around and circles around you. And if it's blocked by something electronic,
Mm.
Piece of paper, it would go through paper like nothing.
I think there are ones with TVs in them.
Yeah, well, they had the one I had pretty similar to what Tim said. This one had sort of music right up against your ears.
Well, the newer machines I've seen, the actual spinning part is encased in like a shell, so you don't even see that.
Mm.
It's just magnets. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Electromagnetic system.
Mark White says lots of wildfires in Greece and on the Creek Island, 45.
Whose show were we on when we were watching the MRI machine and they were sticking the metal shit up to it? They had an old MRI machine. They were cranking up the power and they were like holding like bicycle frames and stuff, and it was like trying to suck them in.
Lynn says the same thing in Italy. A lot of wildfires going on there.
This is the summer sales event going on now at Rochester Hills Chrysler Jeep with over 600 vehicles on site for you.
Mm.
Have what you've been looking for. Sit down.
Yeah, the thing with Canada though is they're not. Hodges didn't they just quit fighting them. They're just letting them burn, aren't they?
No, well, they're containing them from going any farther, but
They're doing
In-
fire lines.
they just let them burn out.
Yeah, they're doing fire lines around the edges of it.
Yeah, they're
Keep
they're
it from
containing it.
Mm.
They don't want it to spread, but they're not going to fight it either.
Mm.
Well, it's already burning, so it really, if you watch a lot of wildfire, all it is underbrush is burning. A lot of the trees, they'll burned some branches and stuff, but the main part of the tree usually is still standing.
I'm kind of curious how headphones would work in an MRI machine. Assuming they have to be special because most headphones have magnets in them.
Exactly, yeah.
So I'm wondering how how those are actually built and work, because I'm assuming it's not just an everyday set of headphones they give you.
Exactly.
It's got to be some kind of special built pair just for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're listening to music, all of a sudden the headphones go bink up against the wall.
Yeah.
Unless the polarity's opposite and it doesn't affect it. I don't know.
Mm.
Kind of curious though.
Very special. Okay.
Oh, no music. Okay.
Yeah, about 8 o'clock, I'm gonna get hit again.
Mm.
And after that, it kind of about midnight should be all gone by. Okay.
You know, one of those great big skyscrapers, skyscraper cranes, you know, for building big buildings.
Oh,
Yeah.
the one.
One collapsed in New York today, right at rush hour.
No, no.
Yeah, well, it caught fire first, eh? I think the electric motors or whatever caught fire. But there was smoke billowing from it for a
Mm.
while before it collapsed.
Yeah.
Oscar winner Kevin Spacey and the verdict tonight in the sex assault trial against him in the UK. Spacey flying as the verdict is read. This singer has died at 56. What we've learned. Also tonight, the UFO hearings on Capitol Hill and Mick Jagger turning 80. You'll see the message tonight from Keith Richards.
Mick Jagger turned 80 today.
Yeah. Well done. Good to see.
Bonnie would have been what, 61 today? I think
Who?
Bonnie
Oh, Bonnie. Yeah.
today. Yeah, yeah, her birthday was today.
Mm.
I thought you said Barney. I'm going, who? Who?
Bonnie. Yeah, she would have been 61, I think, today.
Mm.
Mm, More than that, hang on.
Two misdemeanor tax
What
charges
do with
and
math
set
there?
to agree with a plan that would avoid prosecution on felony gun charge. The judge Mary Ellen Reid asked him many questions on Monday,
Calculator.
asking if the deal would give Hunter Biden
Okay, so 2023,
when prosecutors suggested that there be a
1959.
agent Hunter
She would have
Biden
been 64 today. Yeah.
a recess was called. Both sides were
Okay.
still want to work things out. But ultimately, the judge was not ready to move forward with this plea deal and the structure of it as it was proposed. So instead, Hunter Biden today pleading not guilty, and both teams were told to work on this and come back before the judge. ABC's Karen Moran leading us off tonight outside of Federal Court in Wilmington.
Came to the federal courthouse in Bloomington this morning, expecting to put his legal troubles behind him. But it was a day of unexpected courtroom drama and an unforeseen twist. For 5 years, David Weiss, the U.S. Attorney in Delaware, appointed by Donald Trump, had been investigating the president.
Got a tornado warning for Haldeman, Norfolk area. Simcoe and all that area. Yeah, yeah. You go to, they have a, here in Ontario, they have a guy that follows bad weather here. It's called Instant Weather.
Oh, really?
They got a live stream. It's like you guys, like, you know, Ryan Hall, you all down the state.
Yeah.
The guy here is Instant Weather, but you got like 3 screens going. You got the weather, and then he gets up close, and then where the tornado warnings are. Sitting there watching for a while.
Other countries, including China.
There's 8 o'clock. They're just right on the edge. It's about 8:15.
Some during brief recesses, some at one point Biden's lawyer walked in across the
Bruce is out.
really bad for no good for the same months later. Hunter clearly agitated. Ultimately, Judge Lynn, prosecutors, if there was still an ongoing investigation into Hunter Biden, the prosecutor responded, there it is. At the end of the 3-hour hearing, Victoria ordered both sides to talk again and return in about 50 days, adding, not going to say I'm going to accept.
Ooh, there's another big bang.
Hunter Biden then pleaded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, down by Diane, there's hydro out now, but she's still good. She's good.
No, that's all right.
Oh, down at Bonita Beach. Ooh, there's another big rumble. Glencoe, Summers Corners, Mapleton. No, they're around here.
How we doing? We got 15 people still with us, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People must be bored tonight or something. To be here. What about my sister? No, she's the one down in West Lawrence, just north of where all north of the 401 is all. No hydro there. They got what? 300 people, no hydro. What? Yeah.
As it came crashing down during rush hour, multiple injuries. The giant construction crane on fire.
They said my garage window just blew out. Was in Simcoe.
I don't know what Nunya was asking you, Dominic. Do you? I don't know what a cane.
I think he meant a kangaroo.
Oh, kangaroo. Okay.
Not really.
Do you guys ever get any stray kangaroos wander into the cities at all?
I think it's happened once.
Okay. But it's not like, you know, here we get deer in the city or wolves or whatever. Yeah.
I'm not far enough out. I'm only, 10 kilometers away from the CBD,
Oh,
as
okay.
in the city centre. Maybe if I go a little bit further out.
I gotta pitch some peanuts, guys.
What, y'all blow away from the windstorm or what?
My squirrelies are out there looking for peanuts.
Well, Tim would be the person to ask. He'd have a better chance. Not me.
The operator trying to put it out with a fire extinguisher.
Said they got a water spout down by Fort Erie on the lake. Up by the Peach Bridge.
The company that owned the crane from today's incident was also involved in 2 deadly crane collapses back in 2008. The company has not responded to a request for comment. David, still an active scene tonight. Crews cleaning up behind me in a preliminary investigation finding that the fire on that crane.
Oh, here comes Ron.
David.
Oh, look what he's got with him.
Yeah.
Right up on the deck too.
Yeah. They come out here and sat down. It took them about 20 seconds. Yeah, come finish it. Pain in the ass.
Jesus Christ. He only knew the history of you.
Yeah. Apparently he doesn't.
Oh, looky.
Yeah, right on the deck.
Yeah. That's Ron's little buddy.
I want to see when he runs out of corn, what he's gonna do. He's gonna come up and call him, hey, give me some more.
No, they're just rude. They no thank you. They just get up and walk away.
You're gonna have to get a bigger bucket of corn.
No. Well, my kitchen floor is done.
Oh, is it?
Yep. Aaron and I finished it up this afternoon.
Was that to replace that water damage?
Yeah. Buddy. See if this one will eat out of my hand. He probably will. Yeah, he will. Dude, you're spilling it all over the floor. The big one's out there. He's actually pretty decent sized.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at him.
Mm.
Now you got corn out there for them too?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Were they the ones that run to the deck?
They be the ones. Not much longer. It's been a long day. I left work at 8, drove all the way home, and then helped Aaron. Now I gotta put everything back together and clean. There's dust all over from him cutting wood. Ugh.
Hey,
Hey, what? Oh, he's talking to the kids.
Oh. Well, how'd your coffee date go last night, Paul?
pretty good. Well, like I was telling the rest of the guys, I picked you up. We went over to Ken and Pat's, had coffee, come back, I kicked her out, came home. Nothing exciting. Still getting to know each other. It's not, hot and heavy or anything yet. So
No, there goes Paul.
Paul's gone.
Yeah.
He loves his internet too.
Mm-hmm.
Justin looks a little bit dazed.
No, I'm just looking at stuff on the computer.
Mark White said hi to Real Ron.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
What's up, Mark? No, his internet's been real screwed up this past week too.
Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't switch companies or something. Yeah, at the rate they're going.
Aren't all the companies up there, aren't they all like government controlled though?
They probably are regulated. And he's back.
Oh, boy, she went and bumped my computer and hit the off switch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought maybe I was losing hydro, but it goes, oh, I'm shutting down. And she was right there. She bumped the off switch. So, oh, well. Now I got to go find everything again. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, pop up chat. I had all the storm stuff going and everything on the computer. It's new. What's it? Nah, okay, whatever. It's just the new version, 2023.6. Crime Boss. I don't have no games. Oh, it's all my microphone shit.
What do you want?
Oh, okay. I want to. Yeah, I want that. Back to my live stream.
Little moochers.
Now we got them back.
oh, look at here. Your buddy's back.
Look around, make sure nobody's gonna go out, come up here and put their arm around my neck and wrestle me to the ground.
Was that the one that lets you brush him?
No. He lets me, I rub his nose, the side of his face.
Like nothing compares to you. And tonight, the family of
Ooh, a lot more hydro now.
songwriter
Oh, got no.
in a statement.
How close did I am?
Are devastated. Born in Dublin, she became a breakout star in the 80s and 90s.
You guys got to stop going under my deck.
With her trademark shaved head and angst.
Yeah, you cost me money.
Well, you know what you know what they're saying when you say that to them? Well, just leave the door open. We'll come in and lay down.
Yeah, yeah.
You got air conditioning in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, make sure you got covers and, for the bed.
Little chocolates in there or something for you.
Yeah.
For decades, O'Connor known as much for her music as for her controversy. In 1992, sparked fierce outrage after ripping up a photo of Pope John Paul II on national television. It took protests.
That storm, yeah. We're still showing and building up there.
He still got his velvet, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
To Islam. Her songs often
That's the rack he'll have for this year, though.
years in and out.
Yeah, he's not going to get much bigger.
No, not now. I seen him bought a 8-point buck yesterday on the way home from having coffee.
Shame.
That's a big buck.
Defied institutions and
Rack on, nice curl on it.
her music.
His curl right up around almost, Those ones there kind of go straight up. Do they call them just a whitetail there?
He's a muley.
Muley. Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty much all muleys I have here.
We get here one called whitetail.
Oh, we have whitetail too, not far from here. See if your buddy will come up. That's it. You've had a bowl and a half.
Oh, that's a nice stadium, Mark.
Did Paul H switch to Starlink? No, I haven't. Or Tim. No. Well, Starlink is too pretty expensive and it's still faster than what I got now. But I thought about going to like start.ca or there's a couple other ones, but they use the same line I'm having problems with. So just pressure them to get this line fixed or something here.
He knows there's Born in the thing, he won't leave.
Look at him. You got the alert going. Okay, I can have another bite now.
Yeah. Save some for somebody else, little piggy. No.
What would happen? You brought your rifle up there and propped up in Corwin.
I don't know. Never thought of-
He'd look, he'd go put his head inside the front door, look around, go, look, I'm out of here. Hey, God.
Yeah.
What you need to do is get that bear stuff and mount it on the front porch. They wouldn't come near your porch anymore.
Oh God, yeah, I know.
Dunya wants to know, does he have a name yet?
Yeah, yeah.
No. I just saw one down the street, bigger than this other one. He was real big. Nothing beats old Oliver though. He was pretty cool.
But the problem is you can only hang out with those things for about a year or two and then they disappear for good.
Yep.
I wonder, like, if one became so infatuated with you like a pet, could you actually keep one? Like if you had a fenced in area, or is that illegal?
I'd probably have to go through fishing game and all these permits and yeah.
Well, they
So-
probably, if you're gonna keep it like a pet, they'd require you to have them vet checked too.
Well,
Yeah.
unless the thing is actually injured or it can't be released into the wild, yeah, you might stand a chance. But if it's nothing wrong with it, I think Fish and Game would have something to say about it.
I'm sure they would.
That'd be a good question to ask somebody.
Yeah.
Just out of
curious, 'cause-
curiosity.
Because one of those things could attach itself to you and to the point where it's like following you around everywhere and everything.
But even if it does, big deal. You know, you can still let them be outside. You don't have to fence them in.
Yeah.
Then that's when you want them as a pet.
Then you get dependent for food. Then you gone away for a week, and
Ken said, let's name him Dinner.
The one, Brother Ken.
Dunya said Buster comes to mind as a name.
Venison.
Venison.
Call him
Yeah,
Big
that's
V.
venison.
Hmm.
Benny or something. Shenandoah tornado went down to Brook Holborn now. Holy shit. Get down over close to where the Welland Canal is.
Good point, Nanya.
I was doing some gas mileage and financial check today with this car. So if I stay up in North Dakota, do any part-time shifts, it'll cost me about $45-50 round trip for gas. If I go up and work a 24-hour shift, time and a half, yeah, it'd be worth it.
So what are you doing for the next 9 days?
We'll look at putting that lattice up. Got 2 decks to paint, grass to mow. I gotta completely clean my house. It's covered in sawdust in there. At least the kitchen is anyhow. But I got
What's the-
enough to do the next 2-3 days.
What's the percentage of completion of the kitchen? About 60, 80%?
Oh, it's done. We
Oh, it's
finished.
done?
Yep.
Oh, okay,
Cabinets
cool.
in and everything?
Yep.
Oh,
I got home. What time did I get home? About 12:30, 1:45. Right out of the car and right in the kitchen. Start helping. Oh. But that's all done. Oh.
So what you just restaining the porches or what are you doing, Tom?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it's like a stain paint. Yeah, it's starting to wear off pretty good.
Is a sealant as well?
Yeah,
It's
Yep.
better be at $50 a gallon.
yeah. It better be a lot more than that at $50 a gallon.
Hey, we got paint here. They're $70 a gallon now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Really?
what I paid. Yes, it was almost 50. Got 3 gallons.
Got that right, don't you? Yeah, paint went up about a year or 2 ago. Went up in price. I mean, just for a standard gallon of white paint, like indoor paint, you're looking at probably about $40.
Well,
Yeah.
I've been buying like all this year. I painted all this. This is all recycled paint, right? It runs about $28 a gallon.
Yeah, it's just, they have those at Walmart and stuff too, ones that people had mixed and then never picked them up. Or they returned it. And so Walmart will throw it on the shelf and throw a discount label on it. And you can get them for like 20, 25 bucks.
Well, here
But
they
you're stuck with whatever the hell color it is. You better hope a gallon's enough.
Mm.
but the thing here is there's only about 10 colors you can get in recycled paint because it goes back to the factory. They dump and mix like there's primer in it, there's expensive paint, cheap paint, whatever. And they mix it all up and there's about 11 colors I think you can get. But it's called recycled paint.
Oh, here, if they say they mix you paint and for some reason you don't end up buying it, they'll put it on the shelf, reduce it.
Yeah.
And like Walmart and stuff will take paint back if it's not used. You can return it in some cases, and then what they'll do is they'll throw a clearance label on it, throw it on the shelf and sell it real cheap. But like I said, it's good for small projects if that's all you need is a gallon of paint.
Yeah.
Like if you're just gonna paint a bedroom or whatever,
Right,
Exactly.
something small.
I got my buddy there. He's got apartments and that, and he rebuilds them and all that shit. But you'll have different paint. You'll just throw a whole bunch of paint into a 5-gallon pail, mix it up, whatever color it is, he throws it on the wall.
Mm.
Way to do it.
It looks good.
whatever works.
I remember when that lady was at Walmart and she tried to, she wanted to sue us for getting paint all over her car because she buys 2 1-gallon paint jugs and we put the little metal pieces on there, the little clamps that we put 3 of them on there that clamp the lid down. So it helps, it's like a secondary lock for the lid so it doesn't come off. Well, she goes and puts both of them on our back seat and then was coming up to a red light and slams on the brakes and both of them go flying up into the dash and
Oops.
bust open and all over her fucking car, everywhere. It's on windshields, the interior seats, everything. And she came back to Walmart and she was furious. But she told us right there, she was like, I slammed on the brakes at the red light and they went flying. Well, why the hell did you have them up on the seat? They should have been down on the floorboard. Or if you're going to have them on the seat, you put the seatbelt around them and strap them in. And she admitted that she slammed on the brakes and the manager argued with her for about an hour and was like, I'm not paying to have your car cleaned. We are not
Mhm.
paying for your interior. You did that. You just told us that you slammed on the brakes at 30, 40 miles an hour and they went
Mm.
flying up into the front of the car. And he
Mm.
said, that's not our fault.
Nope.
And I never did hear anything about that after that. But yeah, I don't think they ever paid for anything because the manager was not having it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna head out.
All
Yeah,
right,
I
we'll see
think
you
it's
later.
7 o'clock here. I'm gonna head
Yeah,
out.
9 a.m. here, so I'm gonna head out.
Okay, everybody, Ron just hanging. Ron, you gonna hang or you gonna go too?
No, hang.
Okay,
Okay then, Mo.
Anyway,
I'll see you
guys,
later.
we'll talk to you later. I'm gonna go.
okay, bye, Paul and Dominic.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mike Duffy, rising heat, humidity, fueling strong.
I'm just doing a little R&R here.
Winds, large hail, and possible tornadoes. Now the first
I
round.
got to go over to the new job tomorrow and get fitted for uniforms.
Ooh,
Right now,
It must be real.
100,000.
it's really happening.
Yep.
Well, you waited long enough.
Yeah,
You had to jump through a lot of hoops and you went through them, and
I did.
so now you're in.
Mm.
Just don't giggle when they measure your inseam. Tends to make them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Higher.
Can you measure that again? Mm. Mm.
That's clear. That's funny.
Oh man.
So you get your uniforms right there. They got to send them off because you got like name tags and all that.
Yeah. I think they order the uniforms and then you have to wear a badge. So they sew the
Now,
pat-
are theirs more? Because I know, are their uniforms more the tactical looking uniforms, or are they more the dressy type?
They're more. Yeah, it's almost like a uniform shirt, like a cop.
Okay. Because I know a lot of police departments and fire departments, they tend to go to the more tactical look.
Yeah.
With the
Where, you know,
with the epaulets and everything on them.
well, no, I'm
Mm.
saying like they have like the more tactical looking shirt with all sewn on badges, and they
Yeah.
have the tactical looking pants, you know, the cargo pants with a bunch of pockets.
Mhm.
And where before, you know, it used to be like a really nice dress shirt and dress pants, and it was more dressy looking.
Yeah.
Kind of like some of these state troopers I see, dude. There's still some state trooper departments that dress up like that. They'll be like in dress shoes and shit. I'm like, how is that any bit viable for a cop to be wearing dress shoes out in the field? Like, I don't care if you're trying to look nice or not. Like, you're a cop. You may have to chase somebody. I'm not chasing you in wing-tipped dress shoes through a field.
Yep.
Like that, to me, that's just stupid.
Yep. I agree.
Like around here, all the cops, the sheriffs, the state troopers, they're all tactical looking, right? They have tactical boots, pants. They have the shirt, the big old bulletproof vest with all their shit in it, you know?
Yep.
Like that's because that's more realistic to what your job is. You don't want to be tracing somebody through the woods in dress pants and dress shoes. Like, it's one thing if you're doing a ceremonial thing, right? Like they have uniforms for that, but
Yeah, they have uniforms for that. Yeah.
But yeah, I was watching a video the other day of a state trooper, these state troopers, and they literally had like a suit. They were almost like wearing a damn suit. It was like a tie and a dress shirt and these real shiny dress shoes. And I was like, oh, Jesus. I'm like, come on, guys.
Yep.
Spiffy, they call it. Spiffy.
Like, I understand you're trying to look, I guess, overly professional, but I just don't see that. To me, that's not, like Lynn said, not functional for what you're doing. Like seeing a female officer in heels and shirt. That's what Lynn said. That's exactly it. Be like seeing Paris Hilton out there trying to pull somebody over.
Yep.
Friggin' pulling you over in stilettos.
Mhm.
That's what's funny, Ron, too, is like when you watch all these like doctor shows and stuff, and you'll see in the shows and the movies and stuff, the doctors always have like these really nice like stiletto heels. And you know damn well in real life these doctors and these nurses are not wearing heels to work.
Nope. Nope.
Not for no 12-hour shift, bro. They got Skechers on with memory foam pads in them.
Some of them sit in shock, not just losing their home, but even losing their life.
I will be right back.
Hearing
Yeah, you don't see doctors dressing like that at work when they're working that many hours.
tornado. That's what I thought. I'm like, it's a tornado for sure. In the city too. Yeah. And then I came to the front door and I looked out and I never expected to see.
Yeah, because even the fire departments around here too, like the ambulance drivers and stuff, they look very tactical.
So many brands
They don't look all dressed up and stuff like that.
She lost. A lot of neighbors here keep saying, I can't believe this happened. It happened so fast. Some of them watching on their ring cameras, but right now they're at a power. They're hoping for more of a response out here and that UT will get working on getting their power back. In Detroit, I'm Alex Bozardi for 7 Action News.
All right, Alex, thank you. Well, stay with us on air and online for continuing coverage of the severe storm
Oh, what the hell?
and its impact across Metro Detroit. You can also find the links on watch this. 7 Avenue, WXY. And now to a local nonprofit on a mission to fight hunger and food insecurity all day long. Showcasing the forgotten harvest, delivering recipe food to Metro Detroiters in need all year round. Today, we're hosting our 7 Gigs Back Feeding Families fundraiser to raise money.
I'm gonna pitch another handful of peanuts. Be right back.
Yeah, all right.
It's just not raining that hard right now, and it's between. And I think that they got a sense that there's more coming.
You got there, Ron.
Oops.
Oh, those are for you, not the deer.
Screw them guys.
Oh, those are good with salsa and cheese dip.
My grass ain't 6 feet high this trip. Last time I come home, I haven't touched it in God like 2 weeks, and 2.5 weeks it was high. I had to mow over it twice.
What's up, David? You have a ride-on lawnmower though, right?
I've used Dawn's. Yes, a 0 turn. That thing's great.
Yeah, those things got some power too. I'll tell you what. You better be careful with them.
Yep. I'll go out and mow his grass. It's a little bit hot for him to be out.
You'll see those guys on the side of the highways doing the ditches and stuff with those, and they'll be hauling ass down the side of the highway
Mm-hmm.
on those things. They'll use the big tractors to do the main part of the stretch, but anywhere where they can't get that tractor on safely, they'll get in there with the little 0 turns.
And then I'm here. What's today? Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah.
I got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to get work done. Monday and Tuesday, I'm leaving for Red Lodge, Montana.
What you doing up there?
Motorcycle ride.
Uh,
Going up to Beartooth Pass. One of the most scenic drives in the nation. And it's listed as one of the, I think, most dangerous motorcycle rides in the nation up there because of all the twists and turns. And
Well, with you living closer to home, you're going to do some additional motorcycle riding, right?
motorcycle riding. I'm gonna start fishing.
Yeah, you still haven't never taken that boat out, have you?
I haven't. That's
get
on the
that.
list there too. Is called. I've had it for a year and a half and I haven't registered it, so I got to find out. Can I register it online or do I have to take it to the office?
I
Which is
thought
about-
you had that. I thought you had it inspected and everything when you got it.
Well, I got it. My neighbor, the sheriff, come over. He inspected it for the bin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you doing
But the
something with
title-
it.
Title's good on it.
You just
but-
had him check it to make sure it wasn't
So
stolen.
you want to have a water safety check?
Yeah, they have to put the registration numbers on it. Oh,
Plus, he has to have all the proper safety stuff in there. Usually, like a whistle, couple life vests.
The horn, the lights?
Yeah, you gotta have. You gotta have a. I watched the guy the other day get busted down in Miami because he was missing the whistle out of his safety thing.
really?
Yeah, that's all he was missing. He couldn't find the whistle in his little box of safety equipment he was supposed to have on board. And
Wow.
that's like one thing they make a huge deal about is the whistles down
Wow.
here. I guess when
Hmm.
you're out in the middle of the lake, they want you to be able to whistle for help. Or
Yeah.
Floating. Yeah, they ended up ticketing him for not having the whistle.
Oh.
Down here, they're pretty strict on boating stuff, but I mean, you know that boating's been huge in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Like that sounds like a stupid thing not having the whistle, but to them, I guess it's probably is, the equivalent of not wearing a seatbelt,
Yeah.
It seems stupid, but I guess it's serious when it comes to boating.
I can kind of understand having it, especially if you get into, well, up in Alaska. One day our GPS goes out like shit, and we were in some fog that you couldn't see five feet in front of you. Well, all the commercial boats were out fishing. I hope they see us or hear us.
Well, we all saw Titanic, and that dumbass had to get off the door.
Yep.
She just let poor Jack go in the water.
Mm-hmm.
I find it hilarious that was such a debate for years, and all these people. So James Cameron and them actually recreated the door to scale, like in the movie, to the size and everything. And they actually had two actors, the same weight, size, everything, get into an Olympic-sized pool and actually test it to see if Jack could have been saved by the door. And no, they both ended up going down into the door sank too low in the water, and they both would have ended up freezing.
Wow.
Because it was a debate for years. They were like, "Oh, there was plenty of room on the door for him."
Now, the deal involves GM, Honda, Hyundai, Kia, Mercedes, and Stellantis. They're sharing $2 billion charging stations with.
How much is it to register the boat? Do you have any idea or no?
Thinking maybe $30-40. I'm hoping no more than that.
You just gotta throw some decal numbers on the side.
Yeah.
And they give you a sticker too, don't they?
Yeah, that, and then I got to go up to the grocery store up here. They have it's called an AIS sticker. It's a aquatic invasive species. They have to inspect the boat, especially since it came from out of state. They got to make sure there's no invasive species on it. Wyoming's very, very tough on that.
Well,
There's
I mean,
signs along the interstate. The
you've
state
had
that
it for a year and a half, though.
I know.
Think
Yeah,
whatever invasive species was on, it's already gone.
Well, there's some species will lay dormant for years and then all of a sudden they get water and they just come alive.
Well,
Yep.
Well, are they gonna get you for not registering it for a year and a half though?
No,
no.
they would only get him if he was using it and didn't register it.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm just curious because of the invasive species thing, like if they had like a time limit on that or something. Like you had
Oh, I'm gonna call tomorrow if we'll find out.
invasive
Invasive.
species. God damn it. Words have been twisting in my head lately. Oh,
Where's Sarah?
laying in the bed.
Oh, okay.
It's quiet out here tonight.
Yeah, it looks nice over there.
You're a helicopter though.
Kind of temporarily cleared up on the river down there.
You have any boats coming in this evening, Paul?
Oh, I would imagine. I still got 3 boats that I did this morning that I still got to edit those. So, and one of them is a 1,000-footer, the Edwin H. Scott.
Yeah, that one boat this morning, that thing was a rust bucket.
Yep.
How's Lenny doing?
Lynn's hanging in there.
You guys still having a problem with smoke up there?
Don't see any this week.
What about you, Paul?
Oh, we're under severe warnings for smoke. Like it's a 50 or 60%.
Wow.
I mean, it's like when you get out in the morning, you go outside, you can almost taste it in your mouth.
Really? Wow.
AZ says it's damn hot there.
I bet.
Tomorrow's a big day, AZ.
Yeah, he gets his. Either him or you get your new drone.
Yeah, he and I are both getting drones tomorrow, I guess. At least that's what he says. I don't know. I think he's pulling my leg a little bit, but that's okay. It's nice of him to think of me, you know?
Yeah.
118 where David's at.
Holy crap. Can you imagine that, Ron? 118 degrees?
Been there, done that. Don't. California.
You know, the thing of it is that kind of temperature, you know, I always used to get a kick out of people come back from Arizona or whatever, they were down there, says, oh, it's a dry heat. I said, yeah, I can open up the friggin' oven and it's a dry heat too, but it's still hotter now.
Yeah. You get a lot of humidity in your, I'm assuming you do with all the water there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's usually fairly humid. We don't get very few days when it's not.
Hmm.
You know, other than maybe spring or fall in those areas. But in the summertime, usually it's humid.
Meantime, your relative difference.
I can see the smoke in that camera, that TV. The skies don't look real clear.
Well,
Here's David's temperature gauge on his car,
Woo!
118.
Good Lord.
that's at 1:49 p.m.
Which means it's probably gonna be around 100 overnight.
Ugh,
Thank God he got his air conditioning fixed.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do much cleaning tonight. Kitchen's done. I'll just clean tomorrow.
You got a shop vac?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what
It's
you
not
need
that
to use
bad.
for all the dust and stuff.
Then I'm gonna mop and dust and yeah. Put everything back into my cabinets. Like I moved in.
Well, at least you got it all fixed though.
Mm-hmm. And Aaron came under budget.
Oh,
did
all
you-
right.
Did
So I
you
didn't
get
have-
all your plumbing like inspected and looked at to make sure you didn't have no more issues?
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta deal with that. As a matter of fact, I gotta call him about that.
So what actually busted? Was it just a bad pipe or was it from
It
the
was a
weather?
joint at a pipe underneath the crawl space, but when it was spraying, it sprayed directly straight up into the
Uh,
Into the
subfloor.
flooring. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Would have been leaking on the ground. It wouldn't have been no big deal.
Yeah.
Well, the sad part of it is that he's not there all the time, and so he wouldn't hear it, or it wouldn't be anything strange, you know.
Right.
Was it all insulated and everything? Was it from the?
Oh, yeah. Had to tear all the insulation out, replace that. Yeah.
Well, you know, they make alarms for water leakage, but the thing of it is, if you're not there, you wouldn't hear the alarm.
Yeah.
Unless, I think they've got them now, Ron, so that they will notify you on your phone.
Right.
Oh yeah, they have automated shut off water valves you can turn off and on with your phone now. Like if you have the money, you can smarten up damn near 80% of your house.
Right.
Light switches, whether your oven turns, you can control your oven, your microwave. I mean, there's a lot of shit you can get that's smart. You can do
Well,
your
you know, since
thermostat
you're
auto.
away all the time, I would think it would be nice to you if you had the ability to turn your water on and off when you leave and back on when you come back.
Well, I do. I'll be doing that now this winter, especially. I know where the water shut off is. So,
I would, just to be on the safe side.
yeah.
Well, guys, we're down to 8 people watching.
Mm.
All right.
I think we're gonna call it.
We're gonna pull the plug.
Yep. Thanks for being here, Justin and Ron and Justin. Are you going on later?
I don't know. Probably not tonight. I don't know.
Well, you know, he always gives me that about this time of day. Says, well, I don't know, maybe not, maybe. And then I go and do something. I come back and there he is, big as life online.
Like I said, it depends on how I feel later.
Yeah.
I'm never sure. So,
Yep.
all right.
Okay. All right,
Talk to y'all
everybody.
later.
Hey, in the chat, thanks for being here. Nanya, thank you. And AZ, stay out of trouble. And Ron, don't work too hard.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Justin,
All right.
we'll see you soon.
All right, later,
All right.
guys.
Bye-bye.